Today, we are making the first ever strong safety in college football 25 road to glory. And not all of these schools, you already know from the thumbnail what school he picked. He is going to sign with USF. And his name is Hammer Badookie. He comes and lay that wood. And I know all y'all like to talk about my drip. Well, y'all can't say nothing today because he's fresh from the top to the bottom. But absolutely having FCS Southeast on our first game of the season, Alabama, Southern Mississippi, Miami, Tulane, Memphis, UAB, Florida Atlantic, Navy, Charlotte, Tulsa, and Rice. We're going to blow all these teams out. But this here being our first game, Hammer Badookie was fired up, and he's a 5-star coming in, so he's automatically going to get on that field. But going into our first game against FCS Southeast, oh man, they ran it outside, and they got a little too much, but I still made my first tackle. But man, on 3rd and inches, my defense was rallying the ball, but they absolutely kicked 3. We can't let them get anything. But man, sitting in my zone, waiting for almost an interception. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to lay that wood and take things for 6, but they go down and score. Bam! With my first, oh man, big hit stick. And I sure did clean his clock all right. Oh yeah, he's not going to get back up moving right. But on 1st and 10, bam! That was a big hit. And meeting him in the backfield, I mean, they must have fired me up or something, but I was also on punt return. So, oh man, spin move, and he couldn't have one man to beat. He will hit that outside, but he just didn't have the speed to take off. But on 2nd and 6, I read it like a book, but man, I got to intercept that ball. Oh, I'm about to come away with that first interception, fellas. It's coming. But man, missing this tackle, they will go in and absolutely score for 6. Man, it's going to be a tough season. We have to listen to coach, man. We have to stop the run, force the pass, take away the deep, and break on the short. But we're going to lose our first game. He ends the game off with 4 total tackles. Not bad. So after taking that tough loss last week, our next game is Alabama. This is going to be even tougher. But man, on the punt return, I tried to juke and weave. They said, no, sit down. You're not going anywhere. I said, what? On 1st and goal, they absolutely dove in, and this number 22 thought he was doing something. So I said, I'm going to put it into him. Psych. I got stiff-armed. I was having the worst game of my life. I was in man-to-man coverage and got routed up. I call that a meta route. He's cheating. But man, on 1st and 5, I said, I'm going to meet him right in that hole, and overran the play. I just out there overcommitting. I don't know what I'm doing out there. But the score already being 38-10, we have some work to do. And man, I meet him outside, about missed him, and he just fell. I mean, I'm glad I got that one, but he goes in to score the next play. So on 1st and 10, it's 45. I said, bam, I'm going to meet him in the hole. That's all I could do. We're going to get whooped. Absolutely whooped. 55-10. We have to do better. But I mean, after 2 losses like that, bam, you would think we would want to come out here and win. I absolutely got pancake. Hammer Badookie, I understand you're a freshman, but man, if you're going to be a part of this Badookie family, you can't be, bam, get your get back. That's what I'm talking about. But you can't be getting pancake like that. But man, they kicked 3 and didn't make it. But man, bam, I'm going to meet him in the hole again, and every time I'm going to tear him up. Oh man, I get a part of this assisted tackle and threw him to the ground. And on 2nd and 8, my teammate intercepted the ball, and man, he is inspiring me to go out there and get me one. I said, hey man, good stuff. Let's go. But on 1st and 10, I came outside. I said, oh yeah, I'm going to go low on him, take ACL, MCL out. And this time, bam, I hit him into the first down. That was a little too much. But reading this route, I said, I'm going to go up and get it. Yes, sir. My first interception, and I threw them things up, man. We are not here to play. Reading that thing like a book. Oh man, that was the best interception in history. Yeah, man, we're tired of losing. It's 29-2. He didn't even, bam, see me. That's the best hit right there. When they don't see you, you make sure to clean their clock. But man, giving another big hit, throwing him out of bounds on 2nd and 12. Bam, I'm going to meet him in that hole. We're going to win our first game 43-12. He ends the game off with 8 total tackles and 1 interception. Going into our next game against Miami, bam, any team we go against, we are absolutely going to blow them out. We are here to absolutely take over after getting that 1 win. But man, him catching that ball, bam, I'm gonna make him pay for it. My teammate's gonna pick that ball up and get tackled, but guess what? Bam, I'm gonna hit that bam stick on you every time because I'm trying to come out here and put my shoulder in you all chest and make you all say, yeah, that's what I want to hear. But man, almost having an interception. If you just look at me, man, back pedal, break on that ball. That was great technique as I absolutely read it like a book. But man, juking and weaving, they said, no, you're not going anywhere. But just look how I read that, man. I went up and got that, man. But trying to go get him, I went to go get him. Oh yeah, I went to go get him. But on 1st and 5, you ran it outside, but I said, I'm gonna meet you out there, buddy. but getting on the bench, I said, Coach, why you put me on the bench? So I said, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to absolutely lurk that ball and say, you will never in your life put me on the bench. Coach, I am Hammer Badookie, and I'm going to put a stamp to this whole organization. I said, y'all boys, come on, man. We turning up. We not losing another game. But hit him into the end zone, man. It was 38-38. So I said I had to make some shake, bouncing it outside on that punt return, and I could, and I would go all the way for 6 to end the ball game. That's how you walk off, man. Hammer Badookie, that's how the Badookie family do it. We going to win 45-38. He gets player of the game with 2 defensive interceptions, 1 defensive TD, and absolutely get American Defensive Player of the Week. Going into our next game against Tulane, on 1st and 10, I said, I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go get him. Absolutely went and got him and laid the boomstick on him and said, we going to go get y'all boys all day. But on 2nd and 10, I said, I'm going to meet him outside. And man, I scooped and duped and put him in the dirt. But man, almost blocking his field goal. They will absolutely go and make it. But on 4th and 28, I said, last week I made some shake. This week I could bounce it outside and spin move. Try to make something, but it didn't happen. I absolutely didn't go in my favor. Bam! It wasn't a boomstick. He absolutely had some power to him. So he made me work for that one. I'm not going to lie to you. On 3rd and 16, literally everything was strapped up. So the D-line went and got him one. But man, he ran the trashes route and said he put it on my head top. So you think I was going to go for that? No, I wasn't. But I had no control over what my teammate was doing, man. He took that thing all the way for 6. So I just sat there and watched him. And he did the gritty on us. We go back to our old ways and go to lose 45-0. That's terrible. Going into our next game against Memphis, man, they had a read option play, and I said, I got to meet him out there. You already got the first down, so just throw him to the ground, man. I don't know where I was running. In no man's lane, that's where he was running. Come on, Hammer. You have to do better if you want to be a absolute... Oh, God damn. I bit my tongue there, fella. It won't happen again. I'm sorry about that one, my brother. But man, on 3rd and 7, I'm just not the greatest strong safety. If you ask me, I thought I was in perfect position and the ball went right over my head. I guess I'm a little too short as well. But man, he was toting that rock. He go all the way for a 6. And just look at this, man. They are absolutely going to run the score up. I'm holding it. I said, I'm not trying to go catch him, but he's just a little too faster. But man, on 1st and goal, boom, that's absolutely what you got to do, Hammer. I mean, you got to do something. The team can't do anything, so you have to come out here and lay that wood every single play. But absolutely getting an interception and saying, I'm gonna return it, I'm gonna return it, I'm gonna return it, I'm gonna return it, and go all the way with his first pick 6 TD of the season. Man, that was beautiful. But having another hit, man, he had to come out a little more intense, so he said, I gotta take over and try to do it, but he just can't do it all. We going to lose 55-20, man. We were getting blowed out. Going into our next game against UAB, I got a feeling this gonna be the greatest game. I lurked that ball so beautiful, and man, I could go all the way for 6, and man, I was turned up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get these boys at all. I'm not gonna play with y'all boys as I intercept another ball, and I said I'm gonna try to get up out of there, but that thing crashed down so fast I gotta we here to play, baby. Bam! That's a big hit right there. And on 1st and 10, guess what? Bam! We not gonna play with these boys today. And on 1st and 10, I read that thing like a book. Gimme. That's mine every time, because you're strapped up, no fly zone. But getting a little too comfortable out there. The game just not over. I absolutely try to intercept another one. They go for 6, but you think I care about that? I care about my stats, buddy. But I'm gonna go get him. I absolutely took ACL, MCL out. That was a great hit. But on 1st and 10, I said, gimme. I need one more. This time I'm gonna try to return this one as well. But man, I hit it outside. I had one, man. I beat Juke. Oh man, I didn't go anywhere. They put me down. But just look how I lurked at. He thought he had me burnt. No, we absolutely still going to lose the ball game. I absolutely had 4 interceptions and we lost, but I get player of the week. But man, how did we lose that? Going into our next game, I don't know what game is going to top that last game there, but I mean, he absolutely went insane. That was 1 out of 10. But on 2nd and 11, I seen this receiver and man, I about had a 1-hand interception. That would have been beautiful there. But on 3rd and 1, he got that ball. I said, oh, bam, you should have known I was coming. I'm not going to let you see a day of daylight. I'm going to take away your absolutely everything. But on 3rd and 1, I said, I'm coming down, and I mean, I can't do everything. I just can't do it. I mean, all my teammates, bam, are not helping me out there. I'm laying the boom and making sure I hurt these people, and you absolutely are out there doing that. I said, I'm going to get them, scooped and dipped them. Oh, yeah, I'm a bam. Before he even seen daylight, I took him out. Oh, man, that was a great hit, but bam, I'm absolutely landing, but we still go lose, man. I mean, anything I do is not going to help. Going into our next game against Navy, oh, man, he was back there trying to hide. I don't care how short you are, buddy. You're not going to hide from Hammer, because I'm going to put it, bam, on you every time I see it. But man, I'm catching that punt return, bouncing it outside with the speed I have, since the offense is not going to help us out, and absolutely the defense is not going to help me out either. I'm just out here doing it by myself. But bam, what made you think you could run a reverse on Hammer? I don't know, but they go and score again. Man, it's 14-3, and I come down and lay another big hit. But guess what? It's not like the momentum, boom, is changing after all of that. They're kneeling the ball. They're going on and winning 35-18. We just suck. Going into this next game, I think we might have the worst record, boom, in the conference. We are 2-7. We won those 2 games, got ahead of ourselves, and absolutely went on the craziest losing streak in history. But man, on 3rd and 3, I came and boomed him. I said, I don't care. Hammer's still going to come out here, and man, I just missed him. And he will try to go for a 6, but they will get on that goal line, and you know what's going to happen. I wasn't in coverage, and they go ahead and score. But man, guess what? I almost had one. Man died, and that would have been beautiful. But on 2nd and 8, they are throwing it away from me, and man, he's going for a 6 every time. And on 3rd and 17, I read it like a book, but guess what? Not read it good enough. They absolutely took our top off and took it all the way down for 6. We just absolutely go on and lose another game, 48-24. Going into our next game against Tulsa, I mean, boom, Hammer Badookie is playing good with the tackling, but his in the air and reading IQ is not the best. I mean, it's not all his fault. His teammates are getting routed up and he just can't help it. But stuff like that right there, overcommitting and letting them throw it to the back of the end zone, can't be happening, man. But man, they would absolutely take me out of the game. And look, they went down and scored on us. But on 1st and 10, I said, look at that, man. I tried to almost have an interception, made him drop that ball. It's like every play, I'm just in no man's land. I think after all the losing, I kind of lost love for the sport of football. And that sounds kind of bad to say, but man, no, Badookies ain't never been on no losing team. We ain't never, look, I'm cold out there. I'm cold. What do? I don't know what to do. We going to lose 49-37, but he ends the game off with 12 total tackles. On into our last game of the season, man. We don't even qualify for a bowl game, and that's embarrassing, dude. That's absolutely embarrassing, and we have no chance at that conference championship. And look at that. They probably gonna try to blow us out this game, but man, look at the returning skills. Oh man, I'm trying to break loose and get loose, but I can't do anything. But man, on 2nd and 9, look at this QB and that speed that he has. I thought I was gonna catch him. Look at me. I thought I was gonna catch him. That boy's speed is out of the roof. He took it for a 6. But on 3rd and 9, look at that, man. I had a man-to-man, and I just go on and get burnt. Psych, I'm a DK Metcalf, hawk him down. But they get down to the goal line. I try to tackle him and go in for 6, and we going to lose another game, 31-3. And guess what, fellas? We absolutely lost. Having a 2-10 record. I mean, I would be tired of losing too. So Hammer Badookie, you have to do something about this, man. But Michigan goes on and win the national championship. Hammer Badookie was an All-American. And this is the end of Hammer Badookie freshman season. And I'm sorry to tell y'all boys, but I'm not losing. So I'm going to enter that transfer portal. And y'all let me know in the comments which team fits Hammer Badookie the best.